finally ready to play a basketball game now? It's been a long time since we last saw you.
Yes, I'm very ready. I'm tired of practicing against these practice players. I'm ready to show what we've been working on.
Coach kind of did this strategically. You guys had the scrimmage a couple weeks ago, and then you would have a couple weeks to kind of fine-tune things. What have those 2 weeks been like?
We've been getting at it. We've been getting up and down. We've been, perfecting our half-court game and, getting a lot of shots up just to make everybody get back in game-ready mode. We've just been being one, being sound, everything, defense, offensively, everything.
Do you feel, and maybe even over the course of those couple of weeks, obviously you guys are working in some new players. Do you feel more comfortable playing with some of these new guys now? Or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I felt comfortable back then too, but just now it's just even more well-oiled machine. Just getting everybody used to what we do and how we play. Just like, especially like our freshman point guard, that's a big opportunity. That's a big position that she has to be able to do. And you're just helping her and just leading her in the right direction, keeping her staying. Coach Carey can be a lot sometimes, but just keeping her like in high spirits and tell her she's doing really well. So yeah, we're gonna be okay.
What's different between your team in that close scrimmage to what we're gonna see tomorrow?
You're going to see a lot of energy, a lot of people proving to the world because they, you know how they do. They put us on a little back burner, but we just use that as a chip on our shoulder and go out there and play how we know we can play and what we're capable of, and we're just going to show everybody what we're capable of.
Was that kind of a reality check for you, though, that scrimmage a little bit because you came into the season ranked high, the whole deal there? It kind of gave you an opportunity to recalibrate a little bit, maybe?
It definitely. And just to show what we were, and show where we're at, and show what we can work on. So just taking that opportunity, we're given an opportunity, we did what we did, and now we just go in the lab and work some more. So that's what we did. That's what these 2 weeks have been.
Yeah.
Coach had said a couple weeks ago that he was basically, with the number of players that you guys have and the depth that you guys have at different positions, that he was just going to go ahead and go full court, man-to-man, maybe some trapping here and there. And that's obviously something you guys haven't been able to do the last couple of years. So what's it looking like now, and how is that aspect, coming along?
Yeah, definitely. We're pressing a lot more, just doing full court stuff, man-to-man full court, not really a real press, but you have to be really in shape to do a lot of that stuff. So having the bench is really good because they can come in and do the same thing. A lot of people have bench players, but it's a drop-off. When you don't have a drop-off, it's hard to beat teams like that. So just getting everybody else, and like I said, well-oiled machine, sound, everybody on the same page. It's been what these 2 weeks have been like, and we're gonna get after it.
It's kind of interesting in the sense that a defense like that kind of allows you guys to use your athleticism.
Right.
And I mean, there were some teams like over the last couple of years, and you guys may have been more athletic, but you couldn't really do that defense because you only had 5 or 6 players. So does that take some getting used to? And is it a blessing now to be able to kind of show off that athleticism?
Yes, because playing 40 minutes throughout the whole year is very tiring, and by the get to the end of the year, you're not able to do the things you're capable of because your body is just like, I need a break. So having a bench and having people that can, you're not forced to do it, and you can have a break. You have so much more energy to do those things and use those athleticisms and use those things that you have as a player to keep doing it. You can't. It's not possible to keep doing something and keep doing harping on it. But when you get a break and then can go back and give that energy that the team needs, it's a blessing.
I'm wondering, do you think the way you guys are playing this year, do you think this is the kind of style of team that Mike's always kind of wanted, but maybe just didn't have the number of people to do before?
I think past few years we've been very talented. But again, like you said, we wouldn't have the numbers. If we had the numbers and then, injuries happened. This is what he wants to do. He wants to play that way. He wants to have that defensive that he had when Coach Chris and all those people here. He wants to have all that tenacity and that nasty and physical for 40, real physical 40 for 40 minutes. We have physical for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but it wasn't for a whole game. So now that we have people in the bench players, we have that willpower and enough people to keep going for 40 minutes.
Does anything change? You've had about 2 weeks or so since the exhibition game. Now you're going to have 3 games in the first week, so you might be only practicing once in between those games. You mentioned you're obviously looking forward to playing, somebody else, but how does that kind of change in terms of preparation when you're playing on these quick back-to-backs?
We're gonna first of all, this is gonna be a test on the new players because they're not used to having scout game for different people because scouts are different. You got to play people differently. So that's going to be new for them, and just it's going to be an experience for me as well, being a leader on this team and trying to get them in the right mindset. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing these games. And, I know it's going to be tough because it's back-to-back games, and that's always tough within itself. But playing new people, playing with this team, it's going to be fun.
Playing that many games in such a short amount of time, how big is that depth then that we were talking about? How big is that?
It's very, very, very key because we need everybody. Because, like I said about playing 40 minutes every game, we need everybody to come in to do the same thing, and it needs to be not a drop-off, and everybody be on the same page. So, yeah.